For starters, you're going to need your black paint, a container, and your paintbrush. We're going to paint this canvas black. Okay, so I'm not a professional. I'm just figuring this thing out as I go along, okay, and sharing it with you. But what I'm doing is just going along the outside of the canvas and painting it black, and then I'm going to come in the inside and fill it in, okay? And make sure you have your covering on the floor, because you never know when something will drip down. All right, so when we come back, this board will be completely black. Okay, we're going to get into this macrame. We're going to use this thread, cut your strings according to the size of the flower you want. Here, I'm just giving a demonstration on how to do this particular knot. They have many knots to choose from, but this is the one I chose to do. So you're going to put your middle piece on top of your first loop, as I'm doing here. And then you're going to take the second piece and you're going to put the strings at the end. See how I'm putting it through that loop right there? A little hard. I should have made the string a little longer in the middle. And then you're going to into the opposite end into the loop of the other, if that makes sense. I'm trying to show you. And then you're just going to pull it. If the string was longer, trust me, it would be much easier, or if you had someone to hold it for you. But as you pull it, you can see that it develops that knot. And you're going to do that for all of the strings that you cut. You're going to do that all the way up your string for as long as you have it. And see how it forms that neat design in the middle. And once you're done, it looks, a little straggly there. But what we're going to do is we're going to trim it up after we get it all brushed out. And to brush it out, we're going to use this pet brush. I like this particular one. It's like a rake. Because when I say you have to use arm muscle and get in there, you've got to get in there. Brush that thing out. Okay, be sure to go all around your design, making sure you brush every kink out. It's difficult. It's going to take some time, but it's going to be so well worth it when it's all said and done. And what I found is if you start from the bottom of your design here, like the edges, start from the edges and brush your way in. It's the same way you would detangle someone's hair. Start from the bottom, work your way up to the root. But you've just got to, it's rough. I wanted to show you the process because it's going to take time. It's not going to be fun at all. After you've completed it, look at this. See how nice it is? I still probably could have gotten there a little bit more. But you can see the shape forming. It's really, I call it my little feather, not a flower. And you're going to trim it. Trim it to look like, how you want it to be on your canvas. Then what I did was I mixed up some textured paste and I put it all around my feather. It's going to take some time. Put it all around. You're going to use a lot of paste. Although I did find a few little hacks, but I think I'm going to do that when I do the workshop. But you're going to put this all around it, and then you're going to allow it to dry. It's going to take forever to dry. But, hey, trust the process. Just trust the process. You're going to I put it on both sides, personally, because I wanted each side to have a nice hard finish to it. As it's drying, you're going to shape your feather, flower, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to allow it to dry, and it's going to look just like this when it hardens. Then you're going to get your paint, and you're just going to paint the entire thing. Now, I'll tell you, when I started painting this, number one, it took a very long time. I would prefer to spray paint it, because when you use a brush, you're not able to get into those small nooks and crannies. And you're going to find yourself having to put 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different coats of paint on it because you want to try and get every little hole. So I did finish painting it, and you see how you see the little white spots? That's what you want to avoid. So eventually I took this girl outside and sprayed painted her down. I love the spray paint because the gold, look at that. The gold adds that beautiful touch. And voila, she's ready to hang on your wall.